There's a piece of legislation working its way through the Texas State House introduced by a Republican state representative by the name of Dade Phelan that will create a new group within the state government that is led by a chief appointed by Greg Abbott, the Republican governor of the state of Texas. And this group will be made up of both law enforcement officials and civilian volunteers, and it will act as a migrant hunting unit in the state of Texas. So this group of actual law enforcement officers and civilian wannabe vigilantes will get to go around the state. They'll get to hunt for migrants, and that's the word used, hunt for fellow human beings. And the kicker is, under this legislation, House Bill 20, they would also be given immunity for anything they do to these people. So if they find a migrant, they're allowed to use, under the legislation, non-lethal tactics. So they could find the person, they could beat them with a steel rod, just rough them up, not to the point where it kills them, maybe no shots to the head, but a couple quick body shots to the gut, right, to get them submissive. That's not lethal most of the time. Whack a kneecap or two maybe, shoot them in the foot, then handcuff them and send them back to wherever they came from, and they can't be prosecuted. As I said, this legislation is still making its way through the State House. But this is the wet dream come true for bigoted, gun-toting Texans. This is what they've been waiting for. The opportunity to go down to the border and beat the hell out of whoever we see coming across. It don't matter. And that's what they will do. And this legislation would make that legal. They would have immunity. They would have law enforcement there backing them up. They would have the governor's own chief in charge. So this goes all the way to the top of Texas government, protecting these individuals, engaging in non-lethal force against people coming across the border. Which, let's not forget, folks, illegally crossing the United States border from Mexico into the U.S. is a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor. No different than a traffic offense. Yes, obviously, you can be detained, you can even be deported. But it's not a capital crime. It's not the kind of crime where we need to have vigilante groups out there knocking people in the kneecap with baseball bats. But that's what we could see along our southern border. This is bigotry. This is optics. This is political theater. This is all of those horrible things that the idiots in Texas have been doing for so long. And this is the culmination of all of it.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.